Grammy-winning comedian Lewis Black says his performances provide a cathartic release for his audience.
And if you've ever seen him, you'd understand why. He's blowing off steam through his rants for decades. He has been, including for the past 22 years on The Daily Show.
When he's not ranting on TV, he usually does it on stage. Last night, he took a turn in the long-running Broadway show, Celebrity Autobiography. You've got to see this. Stars take to the stage and read actual memoirs of the famous and infamous. Please welcome Lewis Black. We just found out this is your first time on the Today Show.
Yeah.
After all this time.
Yeah, you know, because I scared you.
Do you have a rant about that, by the way?
Really.
No. You know why? Because I go, wow, I don't have to come in because it's too early. This is not my funny time.
No?
No, we're not even close yet.
What would be the funny time?
About 7:15.
When I go to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So before we get to Celebrity Autobiography, I saw it last night. It is terrific. You impressed me as a type of guy who would get a little upset about this run-up to the holidays, pumpkin spice, all this stuff that's going on.
Run-up?
Yeah.
It began, it doesn't end now.
That is true.
I mean, how long do you Christians need to celebrate something? It starts now. It's like July 4th. It's done. It literally goes. It used to be, you know, it used to be, Santa wasn't mucking about in Halloween. Now it starts before Halloween now. That's not right.
No.
And as soon as they take that pumpkin spice, as soon as they go, oh, look, it's Christmas, we have pumpkin stuff. Pumpkins have to do with Halloween, you idiots. Stop it. I go away every Thanksgiving. Why? Because it makes Christmas seem kind of normal. Isn't 30 days enough to celebrate anything?
So
do you
Lewis Black
really need...
doesn't do
How
that?
many times have you heard
Al?
No. How many times have you heard Little Drummer Boy already? I've heard it 400 times, and I left for Thanksgiving.
I'm afraid.
Just on the walk over.
So I guess Lewis Black doesn't do Black Friday.
Yeah, do you do Black Friday? No.
Why?
No, every day is Black Friday.
Yeah, it's continuously black.
Tell me this. Here's the thing. This recent article, it noted, even after 30 years of rants and revelations, you've been able to keep your perspective fresh. How do you do it?
How do I do it?
How do you do it?
Because stupidity always changes.
Okay, well, there's that.
That's the way you keep it fresh. It's one idiot shows up. It's like whack-a-mole in this country.
Do you ever have to give yourself a break from it?
Yeah, you do. You have to go away for a bit.
Yeah.
And get out of it. But most of the time, it's like I pick up the newspaper every day. It's like you go, wow, I don't even have to fresh. They're writing it for me.
Is that hard with everything that's going on? It's almost hard to do comedy about this because it's so, in some ways, outrageous?
Well, I said, you know, they've always said about the president he must be great for comedy. And I go, he's great for comedy in the way that a stroke is good for a nap.
Oh. Okay, let's talk
guys,
about
I am going to tell you.
The audience
really,
went crazy.
That is, I went for that.
Yeah.
And that has gotten a laugh everywhere in the United States.
Oh, really?
And that will explain why I've never been on this show.
Well, you have to talk. Well, we have a smaller audience.
Everywhere.
But you
How
have
is that stunning?
It is stunning.
You have to talk about your show. It was a one-night-only hit, though.
Yes.
Celebrity Autobiography. Talk about what it was like.
Well, it was kind of it was a lot of fun. It was way too much fun. It was like eating frosting.
With your finger.
So these are actual autobiographies.
Yes,
of celebrities. Last night I saw
I did Vanna White.
Yes.
How was that?
You were great at.
I felt that I inhabited Vanna. I brought to Vanna something, and Vanna brought something to me.
So for those of us who haven't seen it, how do you do it? I mean, do you try? You don't try to speak in her voice, obviously.
No, but the others did.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Mario Cantone does a really brilliant Carol Channing.
Yes.
And a wonderful Liza Minnelli. Rachel Dratch did an extraordinary Ethel Merman. I don't do voices. I can't mimic.
So you just read it.
Did you learn anything great about Vanna that we should all know? Or a lot, probably.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
You did Sandy the dog from Annie.
From Annie.
Yes, really. That somebody wrote that. That somebody made money. Somebody came up with that idea.
It worked.
That's fantastic. Well, before we go, tell us about The Rant Is Due.
The Rant Is Due is after each show, I do an hour show when I'm on the road, and at the end of each show, for 15 minutes in front of that live audience, I do basically a Q&A that's written by the members of the audience that comes in through lewisblacklive.com or lewisblack.com, and then they write rants. It's all written by the people. So I'll be in Minneapolis on Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
All of it will be written by the people who live in Minneapolis. It's a show written by the people who live in the city that I'm in.
Oh, wait, really quickly, your parents, 100 years old?
Oh, my
They're
God.
both
Yeah.
100.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
How special is that?
So I've set them up. They're in a terrarium now.
Which would be
There
like
they are.
if they were in a Smucker's jar. That would be
There you go.
Wait, by the way, Al, you should put him on a Smucker's jar.
We'll do
them.
that.
Talk
We'll
to
do
him
it for
after
their
the
next
show.
birthday.
There you go.
Lewis Black.
Thanks, guys.
So
Thank
good
you.
to see you.
Great to see you.
And we're going to be right back.